times that'll make your mind.
I don't mind the moss.
You don't mind the moss? Are you kidding?
No, it's beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah, people don't like their moss here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't, so I was like, oh shoot. And I'll leave it alone because I already went in there. I mean, now it looks like a whole bunch of mossy polka dots or something.
It's
but
fine.
okay.
It's fine. So,
All right,
yeah.
then.
I don't mind. I have no idea what's going on. Right.
Look, it's a face rub. It's a face rub. Look, it's a face rub. Look, it's a face rub.
There's a cop behind us, and he doesn't have a plate, so this is a 50-50 shot here. And we did not get pulled over. That's good. Even though that was kind of sus, him giving me a thumbs up as soon as the cop passed. There's a cop behind us, and he doesn't have...
The time our entire design class dressed up for Halloween as the design teacher.
Hello? Hi. You can't just walk in. You have to be a member?
I left my pass at home.
Yeah, we're app only. We don't do passes. If you want to book a membership, I'm happy to help.
Oh my god. Jasmine? It's Danny. Nikki's friend from Drag Brunch.
Hey.
Oh my god, hi. I thought you moved to Miami.
I'm back for a while. How's Nikki?
Oh, girl, he's a mess. What else is new?
She's a member here?
Obviously. She's with me. You know, I'm the reason why Chrissy and John joined. Thank you. I'll meet you back out here, okay?
Okay. Hello? Hi.
What are you supposed to do when lights and sirens
Oh,
come
pull
on?
over immediately.
Why didn't you?
We were trying to figure out, like, there's traffic, then everything, yeah.
Look, you were going to the left.
We pulled over. I mean, like, we were trying to make our best effort to, but...
You were going in the left lane.
Well, we were gonna pull over to the left, and then he went to the right. I was
Do
like,
that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Am I hopping off? If I stop you before?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
going
that's
to the
shit.
left. I'm like, what is he
What do you
doing?
both
He's
said,
going to get a
Why don't you get soft phone? No, it's for the plate.
And you still haven't fixed it?
No, I have not.
Okay, she's in the back of that bike. We can't read
Yeah, I can't read it. It's like,
down.
yeah.
You can cover it. Okay, I'm not trying to give everybody on our time. Unfortunately, we're getting a lot of complaints, so now we
There you are. The iPhone Air was a product that nearly nobody wanted and not made it in. The demand for this ultra-thin iPhone is
Son, right? Hold on. I'm on top of heart. Let me just eat a steak.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Super purple with death. Oh, dang, there's lava down there. I'm just gonna drink my fire resistance potion. Nice. Now I don't need to crouch on the magma. Oh no, pressure plates. Oh, shocking. There's TNT below. Like, why the heck would I step on mysterious pressure plates on purpose?
the iPhone.
There's a quiet kind of pain that doesn't scream. It doesn't show up in breakdowns or tears. It shows up in how you try too hard, in how you stay up late replaying conversations, wondering if you said something wrong, in how you laugh a little louder, smile a little longer, hoping someone might finally see you. It's the ache of wanting to be wanted, and it starts earlier than most people realize. When you're a child, love isn't something you understand.
What's up?
It's something you breathe. The tone in your mother's voice when you talk, the way your father looks at you when you bring him something you made. You don't know what attention is yet, but your body knows how it feels to be invisible. That's where the story begins for most of us. Not in adulthood, not in heartbreak, but in those small, quiet moments when we learn that love wasn't guaranteed. Maybe you were the kid who had to earn it. Get good grades, be polite, make people laugh, keep the peace. You didn't just want to be loved, you had to deserve it. And that's where something subtle happens inside the human heart. When love becomes conditional, attention becomes oxygen. You start measuring your worth in the reflection of someone else's eyes. And even when you grow up, that
Aight, I'll get back to work.
you can see it in the way adults chase validation like children holding up drawing and saying, "Look what I did. Do you like it?" Different setting, Same question. Do I matter to you? The need to feel wanted isn't weakness. It's one of the oldest human
Hey,
instincts.
friend.
Evolutionary
It's
psychology
Madra.
supports this. Belonging and acceptance were survival tools. Being wanted meant being part of a tribe, being protected. Rejection meant isolation, and isolation meant danger. Our nervous systems still remember that. That's why being ignored can hurt as much as physical pain, literally. Brain scans show that social rejection activates the same regions that process physical pain. So when you say that hurt, you're not being metaphorical. You're describing something biologically real. And somewhere along the way, this survival instinct became an emotional currency. We started trading parts of ourselves to feel seen. We began bending who we are to fit what others might want us to be. It's subtle. You might not even notice when you do it. You read to things you don't believe in. You laugh at jokes that don't. You say it's fine when it isn't. And you call it kindness or maturity, keeping the peace. But deep down, it's the child in you whispering, if I make them happy, maybe they won't leave. And the truth is, that voice doesn't go away just because you get older. You just learn to dress it up. You call it ambition, you call it service, you call it being dependable. Chasing is the language feeling that we need. There's a moment in every person's life when they realize they were before the thing. You look back and see all the times you tried to fix yourself so you could finally be chosen. You remember the silence after a text you sent to your friend. Standing in a room full of people that feel invisible. It's when it hits you. You've been chasing those that want you. It's being wanted and being understood at moments that you want. Most of us settle for the first one because it's easier to get. I think if someone wants us, that means they'll see us. Sometimes they only see the version of us that pleases them. They stay in that nature. You meet someone and suddenly you feel alive again. And all the invisible parts of you are finally being seen. And as time passes, you realize they didn't fall in love with your soul. They fell in love with your reflection. That's it. It's virtual emptiness disguised as connection, and it's not anyone's fault. You carry that same desire to be chosen, to be loved. Some people chase it through relationships, some through success, some through just the same. You want someone to look at us and say, you don't have to do anything. Most of us never heard it. From our parents, or from our teachers, or from the world. So we built our entire lives trying to be the sentence that should be unconditional. Sometimes you'll notice it in the smallest things. When your mood depends on someone's reply, your silence feels like punishment. You'll confidently change your whole day. You think you're just being sensitive, but no. You're responding to the old emotional of childhood. When you were small, every approval meant safety, every rejection meant danger. So you learn to read faces like this. You study tone, time, energy. You learn when to secure and when to stay quiet. That's emotional survival, and many people never outgrow it. Psychologists often call this attachment conditioning. It's the way our earliest emotional experiences create invisible people and shape how we relate to love, work, and identity. If you had to learn love as a child, you probably keep learning it as an adult, even when nobody's asking you to. That's why people stay in draining relationships. That's why people overwork themselves just to be noticed. That's why so many of us mistake attention for affection. We don't really want fame. We don't really want validation. We want the emotional equivalent of being held as a child. The feeling that someone sees us and stays. And here's where things get complicated. Because once you start chasing that real stuff, you lose control. Peace becomes dependent on how someone else sees you. That's the most fragile form of happiness. Imagine holding a balloon filled with your self-worth, but someone else is holding the string. You can only feel good when they decide to go wrong. That's what happens when your sense of worth is borrowed instead of built. The paradox is that the more you need to be wanted, the more you use the very things that make you want. You start shrinking your truth. You hide your opinions. You turn down your lights so you don't make things up. And over time, you forget who you were before you start to perform. That's why people say things like, you don't know who I am. Because when you spend years being what others want, you can't collection of reactions instead of a person. But here's the beautiful thing. The moment you stop trying to be wanted, you become magnetic. When you start chasing validation, you radiate. People can feel when you're lonely or auditioning for love. There's something powerful about quiet self-acceptance. It disarms people. It makes them trust you. Because in a world full of performers, authenticity feels like peace. Still, let's be honest, letting go of that need isn't easy. You can't just tell your inner child, stop caring what people think. The child still remembers the nights they couldn't see. They still remember trying to make someone proud and watching them look away.